Okay, today we are making a key, all keys lost situation for a Mercedes Sprinter. This is the older one. This is behind the cluster. It's the immobilizer box. One of the hardest things on this is just getting the darn box open. What I do, I take a small flat blade, stick it on this side, kind of wedge it in there, and then I go ahead and I do the same right there on the corner. Once you get it started, you can kind of see how I got it started a little bit. Then kind of hold your thumbnail, hold that up, and then kind of work your way around. Once you get one side popped up, just push up on it and it'll pop up. Once you've got that done, you take the 4 screws out. And once I get that done, I'll start this again. Okay, we undid the 4 screws. Now we're going to pull the board out. Now on this, we have a HC08. And this one is a 4L, looks like a 4L5 2H mask set. So what we're going to do is we're going to solder on. I'm using the Smoke Programmer. Whatever you use, you have to be able to read a Motorola HC05. I'm going to solder these on, and then I'll start the video again. Just to give you a heads up, if you have the Smoke program, you go to the help file, and you'll see where to solder these wires on. And if you have an MCU that is secured, you have to use the green wire. So it's always a good idea to look up your MCU, whatever chip you have, and make sure it's secured. If it's not, you don't need that, and it actually works a little bit quicker. So I'm going to check this out, and I'll start the video after that. Okay, I figured I would start the video again just so you can see what I was doing. Okay, the last one I did, I've got 2 of them here on the bench, and the last one was a mask set of 2L5 2H. So what I did is I went to the chip, and I noticed that the one I just read was a 2L5 2H. Well, the next one's going to be a 4L5 2H. So it's secured too, so I know that I have to hook up the green wire. And if you use Smoke, it has a lot of passwords in it. If you don't have the passwords, you're going to have to find them. Okay, so now we have our Smoke soldered, the adapter soldered onto our board. You can see all of these. And there's also a pretty good diagram in the Smoke program. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try reading this. So we're going to click on read. And it's not liking something, probably the fact that I got too many programs running. Okay, so we had a problem with our solder. I soldered 2 wires on wrong, and it couldn't connect. So now we're going to give this another go. Okay, so it's unsecuring, it's trying. Hopefully it'll find the password. If one of these doesn't work, then we will go out on the interweb and we will try and find one. Okay, so it found it. So now what we are going to do, it found the password. And then what we're going to do is we're going to save it. And this is going to be, where are we at? Documents. And the other one we did was 1.1. So I'm going to make this 2.2. So now once we save this, we've got that file saved in our documents. Now we're going to open up Tango, and we are going to load the file. Sorry, this thing is running so slow, but that's what happens when you have... Okay, so we've got Charlie Sprinter 22, and you'll notice key 1 through 7 is used, and it tells you to use a T5. So we're going to get the T5 key out, and I am going to see if I can move the Tango over here so you can see it. And we're going to put the T5 chip in there, and we're already selected key 1. So we're going to write that. But right now it's writing to the T5. Okay, there's no transponder there. Let's turn it over and give it a try. So we're going to write. Okay, so now it's writing that. Now to check it, if you go Explore Key, you'll see that it's key number 1. So now what we're going to do is we are going to unsolder the wires off of this board, put it all back together, go put it back in the old Sprinter, and it'll fire up and we'll be done and get paid. That's always a good thing.